And we're live back in here, back in the Big Apple at the Barclays Center for game number 2 tonight of the National Invitational Tournament. We are in prime time, and we are in prime time. We usually got a good matchup for you. We do tonight. Texas Tech taking on the Washington Huskies. Joining me in the booth is my main man, Mr. C-Web. What is up, C? What's going on, buddy?
Not too much. Looking forward to this one. I feel like this is going to be possibly even the matchup of the night, Dave, even considering what we've already seen.
Yeah, we were certainly gifted a phenomenal game in the last game. Super excited to call another one here as that last one went to overtime. A little bit of a shout out to our brother in arms there, Mr. David Ware. Everybody, he's back from the hospital and resting well at home actually in the stream. So shout out to you, to David. Hopefully your Huskies take home the W for you guys. And obviously the Red Raiders are going to do everything in their power to make sure that does not happen. But that's why we play the games. It's 3-ball for the Huskies, and they're off and running.
Yeah, so Washington, I mean, they came up huge in March Madness last year, pulling off only the second 8-1 upset in the tournament and trying to carry that momentum into this season. So I like their chances, especially the way they've rebuilt with Ware and some of the other pieces they brought in. This is a big time program.
Yeah, I love the Huskies. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually a fan of them, and I'm a fan of what they did last year, despite only pulling out one win. New head coach Spooky at the helm. So good things excited on the horizon for this Huskies team. But this Red Raiders team did a phenomenal job as well, in not only in the portal but in recruiting, and grabbed some freshmen, but also got some familiar faces. C-Web.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces. Styles Stern moving over from Gonzaga to Texas Tech, so that's definitely one guy to watch there. As well as making some big signings in freshman recruiting.
Where for 3, bang! But the fun.
By the way, you need to update the call sheet. There's no Texas Tech on there.
There's no. We don't have a call sheet right now. It's not accurate. I'm not using that. I'm using the roster sheets for me. So.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done it. But if you want to use it at least for the other team, then feel free.
I was gonna say just so you're aware the other teams are working.
Yeah, I gotta update it. So I have not had a free moment. I'm killing myself to try to get the file right for everybody, so I can hopefully get that out. The hope is to get it tonight, but we'll see. Good active defensive play there by Jafar Kaida, but they're called a goaltend. But 10-4 early lead here for the Huskies.
It's actually 2 former Gonzaga teammates of mine in this game tonight. Dakota Glover, the assistant coach for the Huskies this season. So.
Sarmiento fires up the 3, no good. Nice pass to Kaida, floater in the lane is no good. Powell up with the rebound.
That's some good defense.
And Lucas DeFore finding Sage Sarmiento backdoor for the alley-oop. And a rough.
Texas Tech better call a timeout.
Yeah, not a great start here for the Red Raiders, but this game is far from over. A lot of talent. Speaking of talent, taking it to the house is Ricardo Villadurango.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry, no, that was Jim Bob Jr. My apologies. That was Jim Bob Jr.
Yeah, that was Jim Bob Jr.
My bad.
That's one of the guys that you're going to have to watch out for. He's one of those freshmen I was talking about that, is going to be one of the diaper dandies, as they like to say, over there on ESPN.
Yeah, I expect a good career from him. Texas Tech is going to be really happy that they were able to bring him in. Good defense there by Styles Stern. Spin move in the lane, gets double teams, and wisely kicks it out to Jim Bob Jr. He's going to go down low to Stern again. Stern will step back 2, no good.
The only part of that Stern sequence that I recognized was the shot that didn't go in.
And everywhere gets blocked there, and Washington gets the ball back though.
It all started when you said some good defense from Stern, and that just threw me off to begin with.
Yeah, those two words don't go together.
No.
Kind of like seeing him in a Red Raider uniform.
Look, he doesn't look bad in red. There's some colors he could look worse in.
I'm going to say this completely joking, but, can't take home a championship. You better go join the enemy. What do they say? Keep your enemies closer or something like that. I don't know what I was saying. I know he's not enemies with them. I'm just messing around. But Pavlov not able to get that one. Carlos Yuwa with the rebound and the putback.
Keep your friends enemies and your enemies closer.
Yeah, friends. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I like I gotta say, even though I don't, it's a little bit of a pressure for me. I do like the earlier games. I'm not gonna lie. Like being done at 10 o'clock versus 11 o'clock is huge for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I gotta rush home a little bit to be able to stream at 9, but that's really only a summer issue. So
yeah. I think I mainly did that because Ace can cover more games than 7 and 8 than that way. So
no, I'm good with it. I don't care.
Yeah, I think viewership's been pretty better too because of it.
Yeah, I think we are pulling in some decent numbers for that 7 o'clock. So I mean, everybody, let us know what you think. Like, you like the new time, the time shift here that we've got, or I know it's probably going to move around a bit as the season goes along, but
Honest Abe, the floater and good. Last time you said that, Jackson, you turned in 16,000 Twitch points. Said, wow, give me Twitch points, and then 2 seconds later he turned in 16,000. Not falling for that one. Yeah, I think he is broke. I wouldn't have doubted it because he had to pay some money for some with his progression check-ins.
Mm.
To the free throw line goes Tito Deathridge.
$58K. Where? Don't even get me started. I don't have anything to spend my points on. It's pointless.
We're still trying to rack our brains on what we can.
I could give 1,000 points away to everybody in the league and probably still have some left over.
I wouldn't doubt it, Chris. I would not doubt it. Backdoor cut to Veronica Ware, says
Ooh.
Nothing doing, says Honest Abe as he fires that one out.
Yeah, that was a nasty block there.
Ejinte drives Carlos Yuwa with a nice defensive play.
I mean, the Red Raiders are doing a good job turning up the defense, which they definitely needed to do after, what were they, down 12-4 at one point?
Yeah, I think so. Marshall from his coveted mid-range spot there at the top corner of the free throw line, but not able to get it. Lopez for 2, no good. So it's kind of similar to how the last game started. It was a little sloppy to begin with as Veronica Ware throws it down. (18-12). This is certainly not your Husky team of last year. They've taken a nice giant step forward.
Yeah, and I mean, they were showing a lot of promise throughout the season. They were in a really tough Pac-12 conference, only getting the one win out there, but I know both games we had against them in the regular season and in the March Madness, they were both pretty close games. I had some tense moments watching that.
Will Marshall, again, the mid-range assassin that he is, knocks that down. Yeah, I would say listen, you can have a bad season and learn a lot from it. And I think the Huskies not only learned a lot, but they also figured out, were able to get out in recruiting and lock down a couple nice pieces. As Marshall splits 2 defenders, dumps it off to Tay. Can't get it to go as Carlos Uwa came over. But yeah, I mean, you got to give Washington a lot of credit for the job that they did, just elevating their recruiting efforts.
Yeah.
And this is the guy right here, Will Marshall. He was their go-to guy last year. Now he's got some help. But I do like the Red Raiders. There's a lot of depth on this Red Raiders squad as well. As they hope for one here.
Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff that this team can do as the season moves along. I don't expect to see the same offense from them every week by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, it should be an interesting season. It should be a good, interesting rest of this game. 5-point lead here at the end of one. You're watching the National Invitational Tournament right here from Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York. We'll be right back. 5 points lead for the Huskies. Watch the CSB on Twitch. $30 up in the stream. Appreciate you guys for carrying over and watching some more CSBA hoops. Thoughts on that first quarter, C-Web?
Well, I can't say enough about I can't say enough about the way Washington has come out in this first game of the year. And Texas Tech was not an easy opponent for them. So for them to have the lead after the first quarter, I don't think too many people expected them to have a 7-point lead at the break.
No, and JJ Song throws that floater up and in, so 5-point lead. But no, I mean, my money was on the Red Raiders, and that's not saying anything against Washington, because again, I am super high on them as I was last year. As Will Marshall fouled. Take a look at it from this side. Oh, we got him on the left arm. Yep.
Yeah, just a little bit as he put up the shot there.
I love those unis. Not gonna lie.
These new Washington ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in the process of working on make sure that the teams that are in the aircraft carrier games all have camo.
Yeah. Fair enough.
For those games, you gotta be there with camo on. No King Mexus, no flagrants. I still haven't even gone back and watched last night's game, but I heard about it.
I haven't either, but I did hear about it, and I think it is a record. I think I'm going to have to put it into the record book as a separate category, because he didn't even get the full 5. He just committed 2 techs.
Which, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen that at all. I mean, I was saying the day before, Lucas DeVore for 3 is good. And this Huskies offense is humming right now. But, yeah, I mean, I haven't seen that, and I feel like, 2K is still not done showing us some things. In 11 seasons, it's crazy. Lopez for 2 is good.
It is interesting. Like, I don't know that I've seen 2 flagrants in a game, let alone both on the same player. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. DeVore floater up, no good. Kite up with a rebound. Pass aside to Deathridge, and Mack is already talking about transferring 1 game in. Oh my God. Some things change and some things stay the same.
He's going to transfer to Gonzaga next year. Everybody knows that we win.
Mac wants to go to Miami.
That's going to be a lonely effort down there, being the only guy on the team.
You gotta have a team. You gotta have a team there first. Oh, Kaida with a nice block. That was a good breakdown on the defense there. And an alley-oop for style start on the other side, but impressive everywhere got inside and got blocked in the interior by Kaita, and that led to a nice, easy 2 for the Red Raiders as Sage Sarmiento tries to fire one up. Can't get it to go. 2-point ball game. Chance to tie here. Pavlov gets stripped. Turnover as it goes out off of his leg, C-Web.
Yeah, that's just an unfortunate bounce right there because it was swatted out of his hands by the Washington player, but off the leg and out of bounds.
Max said, I'm the 8th best player, and I said I was going to say the 11th, but nice pass inside to Ware. You know, the one thing I love about the way Washington plays, and they played this way last year, they pass the ball. They use everybody on their team, and they work the ball around for the best shot. I don't know if that has anything to do with the game plan or if it has something to do with the players and their tendencies, but the way they play together, it's really nice.
I mean, the tendencies kind of follow the playbook. I think is what we keep saying here is that, you know, it's not always about finding the arcs that fit your playbook. Sometimes you got to find a playbook that fits your arcs.
Yep.
And there's a lot of choices. Like that's the thing. There's a lot of choices for playbooks here, and you know, if you haven't looked at some of the offbeat ones, maybe you should.
Yes. Wow, Sarmiento fadeaway J is good. Yeah, I was saying to Zay in the last stream just that I really like that we took the Rockets out of the equation because I really love the diversity we're seeing in gameplay. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean it's always a catch-22 when you to remove a book for variety, right? Like you want to see more variety, so why are you removing a playbook? But when everybody kind of just leans on that as a crutch, you know, the games just they get a little bit predictable, and you don't see the variation in game planning.
It is a double-edged sword. I will say that. I mean, Ted just said it's a double-edged sword, and it is. Nah, I don't think 13 Heat's been around for a while and been used, Alex. I can tell you right now, I'm seeing a lot of diversity in game plans, and it's really nice to see.
Yeah, and the other thing I will say for sure about the 13 Heat book is that, unlike the 08 Rockets, you can make some mistakes in how you run that one. The 08 Rockets and also the Bucks book that we took out, it was very difficult to not have that book work. Like the settings didn't have a lot of impact on the offensive game plan, at least.
No, you just spam the same plays, which is that 3 ball off the pick. You know, it was tired. You knew the team was running it when you saw it every time. So, and I will say some teams in desperation last season that weren't doing well did exactly that. As Sarmiento having a nice game here.
Yeah, and I understand that, but you know, in the same respect, sometimes, you know, if you get desperate, just try something different. It doesn't have to be what everybody says works. So
for sure, Boris Pavlov not able to get that, and Sarmiento eating right now as they put up a 10 spot on the Red Raiders. Mac already wants to transfer mid-season.
I originally picked the Raptors book when I started coaching and found out that was just a mistake. So
Pavlov, little baby skyhook, no good. Nice pass to Emily. Joseph Emily throwing it down.
My.
The Huskies putting on a clinic right now.
Little guy getting up and elevating there.
Slicing and dicing like a Ginsu knife. I know you get that reference. Probably everybody else doesn't. Stern goes down low to Pavlov. Double team comes. Pavlov spins. Should have went up. Better go up quick. And he does. He gets stripped.
Oof. Yeah, things not looking good for Texas Tech right now.
That's a good foul, though, by Carlos Uwawa. Don't let Sarmiento get an easy bucket.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's what you're going to have to do is just put them at the line and try to shift the momentum. Sometimes putting a team at the line will break their momentum from the field. So it's not a bad strategy.
Oh my God, I love this community. It'll make me laugh. 14-point lead for the Huskies here. Red Raiders gonna talk it over here.
Red team's a bunch of ball hogs. That Ted. Unfortunately, you guys are looking like the other red team today. We're in Canada, who sold down the river.
Nice. Uwo gets fouled by Tay. Good job by the Red Raiders here. Gotta start getting to the free throw line. He told me you were a head case where. I mean, I'm just that's all I heard. He said it because I don't know who was worse, Percy or him.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I love both of them.
I was going to say, you're really going to drag that one into...
No, I was actually talking to Percy the other day. We were joking around.
No, I know. Yeah, Percy's a funny dude.
He is. That's what I love about the people in this community. You can just have so much fun with them. Machido from the corner. That's good for 3. And the Huskies are just finding the open man right now. Ted said they're just 5 arc changes away.
So they got to fix their whole bench? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Maybe they got to fix the stars. I don't know. Yeah, the Huskies they're really doing a good job finding the extra. They open the man on the extra pass.
Next thing you know, there's going to be 3 yows on Texas Tech.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. All named Scotty McNeil, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Marshall, wide open Egan Tay, and again another dunk.
Wow, they are just kicking down that back door right now.
And you can't even give the Red Raiders shit. They're not shooting. They're shooting 55%. Washington is getting a lot of second chance opportunities. Mac just jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. Jesus. Good defense there by Washington. Uwa, though, determined to get a bucket.
I mean, they need a little bit of determination right now, but like you said, they're not even shooting that bad. It's just Washington's been nailing everything.
Look at the ball movement, though. I don't know any other team in the CSB that moves the ball like that. Good job there by Tay.
It doesn't hurt that they grabbed 3 offensive rebounds after the missed shot either.
Yeah, they're doing a good job though, trying to work it around. Still a lot of game left to be played here, but the Red Raiders need to get something going. Song for 3, bang.
Ooh, that'll help.
Doesn't hurt. Emily, good if it goes. It does not. At the end, they're 13-point lead for the Huskies at the half, but their offense has been rolling here. The Red Raiders might be hearing some expletives in the locker room. Maybe a few desks being tossed around the room. But talk to me about that first half, C-Web.
Yeah, well, I mean, Washington definitely came out ready to play. They pretty much the definition of the term firing on all cylinders tonight. 65% from the field has just been a really tough task for the Red Raiders to combat. The Texas Tech offense has not been bad. We just talked about that. They're shooting over 50% from the field, and you saw the big 3-pointer to end the half. But they're just allowing too many easy buckets from Washington, especially on those backdoor cuts. They're going to have to tighten up the defense in the paint, maybe just park somebody down there and see if they can affect Washington's ball movement.
Yeah, definitely need to get a little defense a little bit better though.
Wow, you see 17 assists already for Washington. I mean, that's a big number for the first half.
All right, we'll see what happens here in a second. You're watching CSBN on Twitch. We'll be back. Take a look at the leading scorer at the half. Sage Sarmiento. 14.6 or 10.
14. Hey, that was a quiet 14. I didn't realize he was up that high already.
I knew he was double digits. I just didn't know he was that high.
Mm.
Unfortunately for Texas Tech, Washington has the ball here to start.
Yeah, we'll see what adjustments Tech comes out with here, especially on the defensive side.
Well, I need that guy right there. Good job by
Oh,
Kyle.
there you go. Halftime adjustment 1-4 zone. Yeah, Ted, I'm not going to disagree with that.
Kyle stepping it up defensively. Two good blocks, and his brother. Oh, the Wrangler not able to get it to Kyle though. Oh, offensive board but stripped.
That was unfortunate. Kaida had a sure thing there.
Glover for three, bang. I was gonna say, the defensive style of play lives in the Kaida family. Kaida brother was the defensive player of the year. This Pavlov gets fouled.
Ted, I don't know about that 1-4. I think you just got. I think this is a case for the old boxing one.
Who are you putting the one on?
Oh, the one. I'm saying the boxing one zone. The one just follows the ball.
Okay. I thought you were gonna have that guy guard somebody specific.
Oh, hell no. There's too many guys on Washington that are eating them for lunch right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just want somebody on the ball.
Pavlov there to defend. Good job. Strips. And an alley-oop to Stern. Stern's been the one guy for the Red Raiders who's been kind of going consistently here.
More things that I never thought we'd say about him.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kaida just a little late. Everywhere is
Everywhere?
in his face.
He was everywhere?
He was in his face is where he was.
Stern down low. Kicks it outside. Pavlov for three. Bang! The stretch 5. Coming up huge there. Cuts it to 11.
Yeah, that's big. If they could get a few possessions where they trade twos for threes, it will get them back into this game by the end of the third.
There's a 2-ball again. Was that Glover again? I gotta look.
Yeah, I think it was.
25. Yeah, no, it was Lucas DeVore.
Oh, yeah, DeVore's 25. Glover's 23.
Pavlov now to Bob Jr. RVD for 3, no good. DeVore drives up off the glass, no good. Kaida, good job defensively there, coming over to help. Bob Jr. threads the needle to RVD. What a block!
Oh!
Was that Sarmiento? Wait, I gotta look. That's inside of everywhere. 24 is Powell.
Colton Powell.
Colton Powell with a huge block.
They're showing a little speed for a big 7'6" man.
Washington got the right pieces right now. They're working and clicking it on all cylinders here in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they really do have a really well put together lineup here. It seems like everybody is playing together quite efficiently here in the first game of the season.
Veronica Ware coming up with the steal. Gives it to his brother everywhere. Veronica finishing it through him. Pavlov to Kaida. Kaida to Bob Jr. Shot clock winding down. A lot of passion, but not a lot of movement to the rim.
I was gonna say, good ball movement from the Red Raiders here, but
Ooh, tough miss there from Ware. A three-pointer goes in and out. Yeah, I mean, the Red Raiders did a nice job with the weave there, but we're not getting any closer to the rim on that.
no.
Deathridge for three, no good.
Texas Tech just needs to get it inside and get twos right now. They don't want to be putting up threes that are just going to go back the other way, although they're getting lucky here with the misses.
Nice pass to Stern.
Clip that if somebody can. Good Lord.
I will say, and I'll give Washington a lot of credit, they are running something that is different than what the league runs. And it fits their arcs to a T.
Different from what the league runs. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting that they're running something that nobody's used before.
I mean, at some point, somebody probably used it, but they are not using it the way they're using it. You can see what they're doing right now to Texas Tech.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Texas Tech is playing good, but Washington, I mean, I haven't seen Texas Tech had too many stops on them.
No, that's true.
Marshall not able to get that one to go. And bad turnover by Lopez as he steps on the sideline there. Could have been a little foul called there. Machida kind of gave him a little shove, but nothing called.
Yeah, Washington's basically just got to play their game right now and just not let Texas Tech get too close.
Down and one. Well, Marshall.
When it rains, it pours.
Marshall doing a little dance after there on the N1. Gets it to go, so 3-point play, and it's a 16-point lead.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Red Raiders make some kind of run here toward the end of the third quarter. And, well...
You were going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, it would have been nice to get the and one there, but the freebies are, yeah, maybe a good consolation. Wasn't the best attempt, so...
Free throw up and good.
Do you have like a Model M keyboard or something? I swear to God, every time you type, it sounds like an explosion over there.
My mic is like an inch away from my keyboard.
Okay.
But I was getting sunflower seeds. I wasn't typing.
Oh. I was going to say, it sounds like you got one of those 80s keyboards with the...
I mean, it is an inch away. Good find. They find Emily in the corner for three. No good. Abe up with the rebound. Deathridge stripped right into Sarmiento. And then it gives it right
nice
back.
Pick.
Marked by Texas Tech there to find Uwa, who was at the mismatch in the paint.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of what Texas Tech needs right there. They had a nice defense into offense. See if they get one or two more of those before the end of the quarter. That's not going to help.
Yeah, it didn't help that Carlos Yulo came over late on the roll.
Yeah, I mean, Washington, they've got a matchup advantage at a few key positions, and they've just been exploiting it throughout the game.
Time out on the court, 15-point game. Red Raiders kind of been rolling.
Yeah, their offense, I mean, it looks maybe a little bit stagnated at times. I know we said that their shooting percentage hasn't been terrible, but just on that possession, like, it just looked a little more awkward than you want your offense to be.
Yep. Marshall for three, no good. Sarmiento offensive rebound. Outlet pass to Lopez. Good defense there by Marshall, forcing him to pick up his dribble.
It's a big possession here.
Yeah, they need points badly. Song, oh, they had the backdoor cut, they missed it. Deathridge for three, no good.
I like the play call, just weren't able to execute.
You can't even say Texas Tech is playing terrible. I think it's just Washington is playing so much better.
No, that's really been the case. Washington has just been extremely on their game right out of the gates tonight, and Texas Tech is just, they've struggled to keep up is really the problem.
I mean, how great is that Sarmiento double team to kick out for three? I mean, it's just...
Well, and that's the other thing, yeah, Texas Tech has been doubling a lot tonight.
But you can't even fault them for doubling in that situation. That was in the post.
Yeah.
So after three, 16-point lead for the Huskies. They're looking really good here. See what happens in the fourth. See if the Red Raiders have a run on them. You're watching CSB on Twitch. Get those forwards up and stream chat. We're right back. All right, we are back. 71-55. See what happens here in the fourth with a 16-point lead. Can the Red Raiders make a comeback? Lopez.
And they're not out of it. 16 is doable, but they've got to just they got to find defense, because Washington has been eating them alive inside all night.
Yeah, possessions are key, and can't come away with no points on each of these possessions. And Sarmiento.
And it doesn't hurt that Sarmiento has been an acrobat. You know, every time he goes inside, it seems he's able to find points tonight. Three-second violation on Powell's going to give him the freebie.
No. JJ Song can't capitalize. Song tries to drive. And what a Sarmiento having a game of his life right now.
Yikes. It's disappointing. I have all these great calls for JJ Song, and then he just gets shut down all game long. There's a few last names that just lend themselves to puns, and, well, he just hasn't been worthy of them tonight.
RVD can't get that one contested too. Honest Abe gonna get a call for the loose ball foul.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing the spark from Texas Tech that you need to see when you're down like this. And it has nothing to do, again, with the way that they're playing overall, but yeah,
I mean,
everywhere.
and you got to realize that Washington is just hitting and they're getting more open looks than they're getting contests.
Oh, and that's it. And I mean, even when they're getting contested, you got Ware out there hitting turnaround jumpers in the guy's face. So, it's a hard thing to defend when the other team is just hitting shots.
Absolutely.
Oh, don't step backwards.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. The Red Raiders will find their mojo. I ain't worried about this Texas Tech team as RVD fires up the three. Can't get that to go. Pavlov fouled by Colton Powell. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
They haven't been able to knock down threes either. That's what's really been hurting Texas Tech. They've gotten some good open looks for three, but they've just been clangers, unfortunately. And it's still within 20, but you're starting to lose time now.
Yeah,
so.
time is not on their side, and you need to get some turnovers and make some good plays here. Shot clock down to 10.
Stern trying to play some good defense here.
And they do it in this possession as the miss comes. Quick outlet pass to Kaida. Kaida, almost the back court there. Luckily that didn't happen. Stern gets doubled in the corner. Somebody's going to wide open. He tried to feed it through and couldn't get it to Pavlov. And then everywhere finishing at the other side.
I was surprised that Stern didn't pull up for a three on that breakaway, and it turns out he probably should have. Like, it was a wide open opportunity, but he tried to go inside, which that's normally the smart play, but he got doubled, and that was the end of it.
Baseline jumper on a double team, no good. Pavlov not able to hit that. Glover the other side. Powell trying to set a screen, now sets up in the low post. They move it around to Veronica Ware. Where to Lucas DeVore tries to drive baseline. Good defense there by Jim Bob Jr. Everywhere with 5 on the second shot clock here. And a turnover as RVD gets the hands. And Stern going to go in for the uncontested.
But I feel like maybe a little bit too late now, unfortunately. Under 5 minutes to go.
And another turnover. Here comes RVD the other way. Takes it to the hole, and just like that, Texas Tech cuts it to 16 with their foot on the gas pedal.
I'm going to say, perhaps I spoke too soon here.
See what happens. Still some time, but you got to keep getting stops. Reverse layup is no good. Good job by Kaida to come helping. Texas Tech trying to make a run here with 4:20 to go. Double team comes, nothing doing there. Someone's got to be wide open. It's RVD for 3. Bang! And a much-needed 3.
I like the decision there that they handed it off to Jim Bob, brought it up slow, and let everything get set up instead of trying to rush the play.
Yeah, the Huskies back the interior. But everywhere has been everywhere.
Yeah, he really has. I'm really impressed with the way he's played tonight, and I think that he's going to be a big part of what this Husky team can do this season.
Inside, Kaida.
Oh, nice.
So 13-point game, 3:29. The Red Raiders
as well.
Yeah, the Red Raiders trying to dig in here and chip away. At the very least, finish this game strong.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're not completely out of it for a win, but your goal is just make it a little more respectable now, and if you can get it close.
Yeah, Kaida takes one for the team in that sequence of events. As RVD drives now to Kaida. Well, RVD was wide open for 3 if Kaida looked at him. Backdoor. Oh, RVD was wide open again. 5 on the shot clock. JB Jim Bob Jr. now the kind of nobody wants to take a shot here. Stern does and hits the three. Bang!
Oh, wow.
Cuts it to 10.
Don't go anywhere, folks.
Crazy sequence of events there. It didn't look like a game of hot potato there for a minute.
I mean, Texas Tech right now is on a 12-2 run over the last minute and a half to make this thing a game.
Sage Sarmiento going to get the Jordan Brand Player of the Game, and rightfully so. The man has had an outstanding game.
Yeah, Sarmiento has just been lights out tonight. I think he might even be the player of the night. I know we've had some big performances in the other games as well, but definitely looking like would be my choice for it.
DeVore going to find wide open everywhere, because that man has been everywhere tonight.
Yeah, gets the finger roll. 20 points from him. Stern has 15 though on 6 of 8. So nice efficient game from Stern. Man, and then he turns the ball over. So what do I know?
Pull up jumpers, no good. Pavlov, good job with the rebound there. Quick outlet pass to Stern. Stepped, and throws it down.
Yeah, 16-6 run. Like I said, they've really stormed back, but they need at least 2 more stops here to really force something in the last minute.
Free ball by Ware. Bang! And he has just been unstoppable.
I think they may have put him in the coffin there.
It did go from 20 to 10 pretty quickly, but that could be the dagger that just takes the wind out of the Red Raiders' sails. We'll see if they can respond with 1:37 to go here. Jim Bob Jr. going to find a wide open Carlos Ua while he goes up off the glass, and good. So a quick 2 cuts it to 11.
Yeah, and that's a good play for the Red Raiders. They're going to, it's 11 points, but, basically it's still a 4-possession game.
If they get a stop here, you get it to single digits. But they need to stop. And what did Washington do? They find a wide open Lucas DeVore. Bang! Nail in the coffin.
The nail in the coffin.
And ton of credit for the Huskies. Ton of credit for them, the way they played in this game. Nice bounce pass inside to Pavlov. Still a 12-point game.
Where was that play earlier in the game?
Yeah, they need a little bit more pick and roll.
Pavlov was all alone down there. And that could be it. I mean, it could just be the fact that, they were running get shooters open and they should have been running pick and roll or whatever, because when they have run the pick and roll, Texas Tech has looked quite good.
Lucas DeVore not able to knock that down. No, I agree. Jim Bob Jr. goes inside to Pavlov. Can't finish. Good job by Sarmiento forcing the miss. And sometimes you see things like that, plays like that don't show up in the box score. There's no stat for, help defense.
Yeah, and it's a discussion that we've had season after season when we try to determine defensive player of the year or give out any kind of defensive award, is like, how do you quantify the matchups? Because nobody is able to watch every single game.
Yeah.
So,
well, congratulations. Huge victory for the Huskies here. They went going away 90-75. We'll break down the box score here in a second, but what a great game this was. At least on one side of the ball. I feel bad for the Red Raiders, not what they wanted. But a lot of game left in their season. I am not worried about the Red Raiders. They'll find what's going to work for them.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna find their rhythm. I have no question about that.
Huge disparity in the free throws on the Texas Tech side, but anything that jumps off the page for you besides the 13 additional Washington chance?
So Washington had 30 assists in this game. That is a massive number. That might actually be a record for team assists. I don't know. That's a lot.
Well, you could type exclamation point record in the Discord, and you get to see that.
Yeah. I'll check it out after we're off here.
Yeah, let's take a look at the box score. Red Raiders, Stern leading the way for them. 17 points, a rebound, 2 assists, a steal. Boris Pavlov, 15, 6 and 4, 5 of 11. Didn't have a steal. Uwa, 12 and 6 on 5 of 6 shooting. Tito Dethridge, quiet night, only 11 minutes played. 11 points, a rebound, assists on 3 of 6. Vela Durango, 7 points, 3 assists, 2 steals on 2 of 9. So some inefficiency there. Song, 5 points, 3 assists on 2 of 6. Jim Bob Jr., only 1 of 2 shots taken in this game. That's crazy. He only shot the ball twice? Really? Wow.
I know. Yeah. Well, same with Kita.
Well, Keita's a defensive player. I don't expect him to shoot the ball much, but 2 points, 8 boards, a rebound, an assist, and 4 blocks. Lopez, 2 points on 1 of 2, and Honest Abe, which I love, by the way. If you check out his beard, I love it. 2 points, 3 boards, assists, and a steal, and a block. A little bit of everything to get on the stat sheet. 1 of 1 in 12 minutes off the bench. Talk to me a little bit. Bring us through Washington.
Well, everywhere. Welcome home, buddy. 23 points, 2 boards, 7 assists, a steal, 39 points responsible, and 10 of 15, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Heck of a game for Ware tonight. Sage Sarmiento, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a block, filling up the stat sheet. Down low there for tonight. Will Marshall, big scorer off the bench, 15 points in just 12 minutes, rebound and 2 assists on 6 of 9. Lucas DeVore with 8 points, 3 assists on 3 of 8. Dakota Glover, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals on 2 for 4 beyond the arc, 2 of 5 overall. Yu Moshido with 6 points, a board, and 4 dimes on 2 of 3, both 3-pointers. Egan Tay, 6 points, 3 rebounds on 3 of 5 for him. Colton Powell with 4 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block that I definitely remember. Veronica Ware with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal in her debut. Joseph Emily with 2 points, 2 assists, and a steal, and I believe that rounds it out for the Huskies.
It does, and I believe the points from Emily was a nice dunk in transition. So, nice little highlight there for him. 90-75, the Huskies looking strong in this one here as they'll continue along in the winners bracket. We'll see what happens for Texas Tech in the consolation side. Still got opportunity to come out with maybe a potential third place finish in this tournament. So this tournament is far from over. See how they do in the next one. But congratulations to the Huskies, and obviously shout out to my boy David Ware. Good to hear that he is home and getting some rest. We love you, D. Ware. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Any parting words before we head off, Csba?
Yeah, get well, David. Nice to see that you had the game of the night here and your return to getting home after your little health scare there. Glad you're back with us, and join us again tomorrow.
All right, we got 3 good games on the slate tomorrow. Just really quickly, I'll touch upon those. Quickly as I pull the schedule up, we've got North Carolina taking on Arizona State, Mississippi State against Richmond, and then Marquette, Iowa at 9 p.m. So should be some good games tomorrow. Make sure you tune in for